Opening. Have you ever had a door slammed shut right in front of you, been rejected from an opportunity, ignored in a conversation, or treated like you did not exist? Most people would break down, feel bitter, and rush to explain themselves just to win back a little validation. But listen carefully sometimes. That is the best thing that could happen to you, because the universe has just helped you cut out the trash, remove the wrong people, and reveal one hard truth: you have spent too long living to please others. Today, I will show you how to turn rejection around through Stoic thinking, the mindset Marcus Aurelius used to stay steady through power, war, and betrayal. Stoicism is not a philosophy of sitting still and taking it. It is the art of controlling your reaction, reclaiming your energy, turning pain into an advantage, and turning every no into fuel. In this video, I will not give you pretty theories. I will share 10 practical lessons and strategies you can use right away in work. Lesson 1. Ignore them. When someone ignores you, what do they really want? They want you to react, to chase them, to doubt yourself, and to lower your worth just to get a little attention. And if you do exactly that, you lose from the very first second. Lesson 1 is simple. Ignore them, not as a childish form of revenge, but as a clear statement: my time and energy are not for people who do not value them. You do not need to send another message. You do not need to ask, "What did I do wrong?" You do not need to post passive-aggressive status updates. You only need to return to your own life, your goals, your work, your health, your skills, and the people who truly see you as important. Their indifference is a test. If you get caught in it, you lose energy. If you walk away, your value rises. Remember this: your worth does not decrease just because someone else is blind to it. Mature people do not fight for attention. They build their career, strengthen their inner world, and let results speak. Live with kindness, but never make yourself cheap. Whoever ignores you, give them exactly what they chose: your absence. Lesson 2. Do not react emotionally. Rejection is a slap to the ego. It makes you want to fight back immediately, send another message, demand answers, explain yourself, prove your worth, or say something bitter just to feel better. But that is the trap. Reacting emotionally only makes you lose control and turn yourself into the weaker one. The second Stoic lesson is this: calmness is a weapon. When someone ignores you, pause for 5 seconds. Breathe. Then ask yourself honestly, what is really bothering me most of the time? It is not their action itself. It is the fear of being abandoned, the fear of not being good enough, or the habit of depending on validation. The moment you realize that, you have already won half the battle. You can feel sad. You can feel hurt. But you must not act from impulse. If you need to speak, speak calmly. If you need to leave, leave silently. Lesson 3. Remove them from your mind. The most painful part of rejection is not that they said no. It is that you let them rent space in your mind. You replay their words 100 times. Imagine every possible scenario. Ask yourself, what am I lacking, and slowly suffocate yourself. Stop. Lesson 3 is this: remove them from your mind, not by forcing yourself to forget everything overnight, but by refusing to let them control your thoughts. See rejection as a sign that says, change direction. It is not a wall, It is a path leading you away from the wrong place. Acknowledge your feeling, yes, this hurts. But then shift your state, and I will use this to grow. Here is the practical way. Stay busy with purpose. Read books. Train your body. Learn new skills. Build projects. Expand your circle with people who share your direction. Every new action becomes a brick that pulls you out of the hole. You do not need to prove anything to the person who ignored you. You need to prove to yourself that you are strong enough not to stay stuck. Do not turn their indifference into a sentence. Turn it into fuel. Remember this clearly: whoever does not choose you is freeing you from the wrong choice. Lesson 4. Show your value. Rejection does not make you less valuable. It only reveals one truth. They either have not seen your worth, or they do not want to see it. And this is where many people take the weak path, complaining, playing the victim, posting passive-aggressive status updates, or trying too hard to make others understand. Listen carefully. Explaining yourself just to beg for recognition is how you lower your own value. Lesson 4 is this: do not talk too much. Prove it through results. The next time you are ignored in a meeting, pushed out of an opportunity, or underestimated in a relationship, do not turn it into a tragedy. Take a breath and ask yourself, what can I control? Stoicism teaches one core truth: you can only control your own actions and reactions. So take that painful energy, compress it, and pour it into achievement. Build a project they cannot deny. Take on more responsibility to strengthen your character. Learn a new skill to raise your value. Rebuild yourself into a sharper, stronger, clearer version. And remember, a closed door does not always mean you are not good enough. Sometimes, that place is simply not worthy of you. Rejection can be the push that redirects you toward a path better aligned with your talent and passion. You do not need revenge. You only need to move forward. Results speak the loudest. Let life answer for you. Lesson 5. Cut contact. Strategic silence when you are ignored or rejected. Most people's first instinct is to chase and fix the situation. Send one more message for clarity. Make one more call to explain. Or try to pull the other person back. But that is how you make yourself look needy. Lesson 5 is this: cut contact, not as a childish game, not because you are sulking, but as a stoic action, resetting your boundaries and reclaiming your power. Your silence is not passive. It is intentional. You stop reacting. You stop flooding them with messages. You stop begging for an answer. You step back so you can see clearly: is this relationship balanced? Does this person respect you? Or are you selling your self-respect just to receive a little attention in a world addicted to instant replies? The right silence becomes powerful. It says one thing without words: I have my own life. I do not chase anyone just to be chosen. And during that period of no contact, you use your time to reset focus on your work, your health, your goals, and the people who truly value you. Cutting contact does not guarantee they will change, but it guarantees that you will stronger, clearer, and no longer controlled by your emotions. You do not need to prove anything. You only need to keep your dignity. Lesson 6. Build real social status. There is a quiet kind of humiliation walking into a room and being treated like you are invisible. In that moment, many people will do something cheap, talk louder, try harder to get attention, or desperately prove, I matter too. Wrong. The coolest move is not begging anyone to notice you. You raise your status through inner strength, value, and contribution, not through noise. Real social status is not about chasing fame. It is the process of upgrading yourself until any environment has to respect you: a stronger body, sharper skills, better work, and a steadier mind. You go to the gym, keep learning, build real projects, and develop real ability, not to show off, but to carry quiet confidence because you know you have substance. At the same time, you step into the community in a meaningful way, join quality groups, network with the right people, volunteer, or contribute to something bigger than yourself, not to polish your image, but to create real connections with people on the same frequency. When you share your journey, share it to inspire and find allies, not to beg for applause. The key is this: do not focus on being seen. Focus on seeing yourself grow. When you improve every day, status comes naturally. And then, the people who once ignored you will have to wonder, how did I overlook this person? Lesson 7. Act like they do not exist. Some people deliberately ignore you to pull you into a dirty game. They want you to react, feel uncomfortable, prove yourself, and chase after them. And if you fall into it, you turn yourself into a side character in their drama. The sharpest response is this: act like they do not exist. Listen carefully. This is not coldness. This is not being petty. This is protecting your peace. If you are at a party, in a work group, or in any social setting where they make you feel invisible, you do not need to stand there and be humiliated twice. Turn away. Talk to people who respect you. Invest your energy where it has value. Simple. And if you must interact with them because of work, projects, or group meetings, follow 3 rules: short, clear, and emotionless. Say only what is necessary. Give the right information. Then stop. No personal stories. No emotional openings. No room for drama. Your professionalism becomes a wall, polite, but firm enough to keep them from entering your inner world. And if the disrespect keeps repeating, the strongest choice is to walk away. Not because you are giving up, but because you are reallocating your resources. Your energy should go into relationships and goals that help you grow, not places that only drain you. Lesson 8. Use silence the right way. You think silence is weakness? No. The wrong kind of silence is weak. But the right kind of silence is a powerful psychological move. It protects your dignity and breaks the cycle of being ignored, getting angry, sending more messages, lowering your own value. When someone deliberately makes you feel invisible, many people react on instinct. They speak just to vent, demand answers, or throw sarcastic comments to get attention back. But the more you react, the more you prove one thing: your mood is in their hands. Silence here is not about punishment or manipulation. It is a pause that helps you regain control. You use silence to look inward and ask, what do I really need? What fear is being triggered in me? Do I want to solve this? Or do I just want to win? Then you choose an action that has value. Return to your work, your body, your goals, and the people who deserve your energy. You do not turn silence into a power game. You turn it into emotional discipline. The best part of this kind of silence is that you do not have to force anything. You do not need to talk too much. You only need to live right. And when you stop rushing to react, you begin to hear your own voice again, clearer and calmer. If this hits you, Try one small thing, 10 minutes with no phone. No music. No one else. Just you. And if you can do it, comment one word, Tobe. Lesson 9. Do not beg for attention. One of the fastest ways to lower your value is to beg for attention. When someone goes silent, acts cold, or deliberately ignores you, many people immediately try harder, sending longer messages, asking more questions, or doing anything just to be noticed. Listen carefully. The more you try, the more you prove that you are needy, and the more reason they have to see you as cheap. Instead of chasing someone's attention, anchor your value within yourself. Stoicism teaches a harsh but true lesson. Your self-respect must never depend on how fast someone replies to your message. If they reply quickly, you feel happy. If they reply coldly, you collapse. That means you are living by someone else's response button, not by your own strength. You do not need to become emotionless. But you do need a standard. Whoever wants to stay must stay with respect. Whoever wants to leave can leave. I will not beg. Instead of demanding attention, do something more valuable. Invest in your skills, health, work, family, and the people who truly value you. When your life becomes full enough, you naturally stop craving crumbs. The strongest part, when you stop begging, you start being chosen not because you pleaded, but because you carry presence. And if no one chooses you, that is still fine. At least you did not lower yourself. Lesson 10. Be kind, but emotionally distant. There is something that may sound contradictory, but it works. Be kind, but do not open your heart carelessly. When someone ignores you, looks down on you, or treats you half-heartedly, many people fall into one of two extremes. Either they become bitter and resentful, or they become too soft and try harder to please. Both are weak moves. The wise approach is to stay polite, stay classy, but keep your emotions locked. You can still say hello. You can still speak respectfully. You can still help when it is necessary. But you do it with one principle: kindness is a gift, not a transaction. You are not doing it to earn attention, to make them see how good you are, or to pull them back. You do it because that is your standard. That is all. This kind of distance is not about building a cold wall. It is about setting a boundary. Other people's behavior does not get to control your mood. If they are cold, you stay calm. If they are unclear, you stay clear. If they are disrespectful, you stay composed and quietly reduce your presence. This kind of kindness protects you and strengthens you, because you are not dragged into drama, not addicted to emotional reactions, and not manipulated by silence. You keep your dignity, and you keep your peace. The first thing weak people always lose. Conclusion. Listen. The scariest thing is not being rejected. The scariest thing is shrinking yourself after being ignored. Once you start overthinking, explaining, chasing, and begging someone to give you a little sense of worth, and in that exact moment, you lose. The truth is, people can close one door, but they do not have the power to close your future. What decides whether you are strong or weak is how you respond. Do you choose calmness or impulse? Do you pull your energy back and use it to upgrade yourself? Or throw it into meaningless drama? Do you move forward, or stay there playing the victim? If you are being ignored today, Take it as a sign that life is clearing the way so you can move towards somewhere more worthy of you. Now do one small thing to close this video. Think of the person or situation that rejected you recently. Then comment just one word that describes your state right now, calm or bitter. I want to see how many people here are clear enough to turn the game around.